High above the clouds, where the air turns thin and the earth sharpens into jagged stone and ice, there exists a world few have dared to explore. It's a place where every breath burns, where silence carries weight, and where time itself seems to move slower, carved by glaciers, sculpted by wind. It's here amid the most unforgiving terrain on Earth that a creature survives, quiet, regal, and nearly invisible. It doesn't dominate the mountains. It doesn't try to control them. It simply becomes them. The snow leopard Panthera, uncia, is not just rare. It is mythic. For centuries, it has haunted the high Himalayas, the Tian Shan, the Karakoram, and the Hindu Kush, appearing only as a whisper of fur on the wind. Most who live below the tree line will never see one. Even many who live in the mountains never do, but the snow leopard sees them. It sees everything, with pale gray rosettes that vanish into snow and stone. It watches from cliffs 16,000 feet high. From ridgelines where nothing else survives, it sees ibex stumble, vultures soar, monks pray, and herders weep. It sees the planet shift beneath it, and it waits. This isn't just an apex predator. It's a survivor of ancient times, sentinel of sacred ground. A ghost that bleeds, breathes, and yet remains somehow untouchable. Its body is crafted for survival in a world beyond human comprehension. It moves without sound across sheer vertical faces, claws sinking into rock, tail swaying like a pendulum. That long, thick tail, nearly the length of its body, is more than balance, is warmth, stability, and expression. Nights, it wraps around the snow leopard like a living blanket. Its fur, the densest of any big cat, is not just camouflage. It's armor against sub-zero temperatures. Its chest is broad, its lungs large, its paws so wide and furry they leave no imprint in soft snow. It is built not to thrive in these mountains, but to endure them. Life, however, is merciless. Here, to live is to hunt. And hunting at this altitude is a gamble. Prey is rare, scattered across hundreds of miles of broken terrain. A snow leopard may walk 10 miles in a day without finding a single ibex or blue sheep. And when it does spot one, the chase is unforgiving. One slip on the ice, one mistimed pounce, and the cat may go another week without a meal. Success means life. Failure means starvation. And yet, amid this stark struggle, there is beauty astrange. Elegant rhythm to the snow leopard's solitude. These cats are known to stalk a herd for days. They calculate wind, scent, terrain. They don't rush. They don't roar. They wait. And when the moment comes, they strike like lightning across snow. But what truly separates the snow leopard from other predators is the spiritual weight it carries. For countless generations, the snow leopard has not been seen as a mere animal by the people of the mountains. It has been worshipped in the high monasteries of Ladakh in Tibet. The snow leopard is drawn on ancient scrolls with golden halos. It is called the spirit of the mountains, a divine guardian, a watcher placed by the gods to test the hearts of men. Monks speak of seeing one as a moment of personal reckoning. You don't seek the snow leopard. It seeks you. If you're lucky, or perhaps chosen, it may let you glimpse it, and that glimpse may change your life. Even among nomadic herders, the snow leopard was respected. If it took a goat from your flock, you didn't curse it. You left offerings on the stones. You lit a fire and whispered its name, because you believed that the snow leopard was more than predator. It was judgment. But times change. The old beliefs have begun to vanish, like the snow itself. Climate change is melting glaciers that have stood for millennia. The delicate balance of high-altitude ecosystems is shifting, and not in the snow. Leopards favor, as vegetation changes and warms, prey disappears. Blue sheep migrate lower. Marmots vanish. The leopards descend from their sacred heights into villages, into farms, into danger. Where once the snow leopard was worshipped, now it is feared. Herders, pushed to desperation, no longer leave offerings. They leave traps, rifles, poisoned meat. One bullet, one moment of panic, can wipe out a lineage. It's perfected over tens of thousands of years. And yet, that's not the only threat. In the back alleys of wildlife trafficking markets, snow leopard. Pelts fetch thousands of dollars. Their bones are ground into powders sold as medicine, though they cure nothing but greed. The black market stretches from Central Asia to urban megacities, where a single snow leopard's life becomes a luxury for the few, and so the ghost that once ruled mountains now runs, not from prey, but from mankind. But the story doesn't. And there, in the last 2 decades, a new tool emerged, one that would bring the snow leopard back into the light without disturbing its sacred. Silence. Camera traps set deep in the mountains. Triggered by movement, these devices captured images no one believed possible. A snow leopard leaping 20 feet across a frozen ravine. A mother feeding her cubs for days. 2 adult leopards, rivals by nature, cautiously sharing a mountain pass, their eyes glowing like lanterns in the dark. Scientists realized the snow leopard wasn't just surviving. It was communicating, teaching, remembering, and one unforgettable. A moment a female was filmed licking her injured paw and resting her head on a stone, eyes closed, breathing deeply, not in pain, but in something close to peace. These fragments of footage changed everything. They didn't just document the animal, they humanized it. And suddenly, people began to care. In remote mountain villages, a quiet revolution began. Conservationists and elders came together, not in conflict, but in collaboration. Snow leopard conservancies were born. Fences were built to protect. Livestock compensation programs were introduced. And in some communities, old legends were revived, not as religion, but as respect. Children now learn both biology and myth. They track footprints with GPS, and they recite stories of the sacred. Cat from their grandparents. The ghost has become a symbol not just of mystery, but of resilience. Today, fewer than 4,000 snow leopards remain in the wild. Their future is uncertain, and their habitat still shrinking. But somewhere in the white silence of the Pamirs, on a ledge where even the wind hesitates, a shape moves, slowly, silently watching. It is the ghost. Not gone, not forgotten. It still breathes, it still hunts, still waits for the world to remember what it once meant, to see something and not need to own it, to watch something wild and let it remain free, because the snow leopard is not just part of nature. It is nature, raw, sacred, untouchable, and if we lose it, we lose more than just a species. We lose a mirror of our own soul. If the sacred snow leopard disappears, it won't just vanish from the mountains. It will vanish from our collective memory. A creature once honored as divine now stands on the edge of extinction, not because it failed, but because we did. You don't need to scale mountains to protect this ghost. You just need to care. Subscribe to our channel for more real stories from the wild, not just to watch, but to act. Share this video to help raise awareness. Every voice echoes louder than silence. Support organizations like Snow Leopard Trust or WWF. Your donation could save a mother and her cubs. And remember, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is protect something you may never see.